Differentiation. Are you unique in the market or are you a middle schooler? This week in our group coaching, we talked about differentiation and what it means for the businesses that were in the class. It was a fun session. I talked about some of my stories, and I wanted to share one with you today. And it's my son, Matthew, who's been helping me occasionally with these videos, at his 13th birthday. I dropped him off at the school, and it was a pretty funny experience for me, at least because he's my second child and I'm kind of used to this, which is I go to say goodbye, I go to say happy birthday, go to give him a fist bump, and he goes, no, Papa, just get away from me, get away from me. And one of the things he was doing was trying to stay safe, trying to stay within the pack. He doesn't want to be too unique, too different to be ostracized, right? Like we've all been in that grade 8 middle school. Oh my God, I got to dress like everybody else. I got to look like everybody else. I got to know all the right words. That's what was important to surviving in middle school. But it is the complete opposite when it comes to having your business survive, let alone thrive. And so I'm talking to you, especially if you're a new entrepreneur trying to get off the ground. Looking for ways to stand out from the crowd is super, super important. I cannot emphasize this enough. You finding a way to just be your unique person is step number one. But the reason why you're trying to do that is our brains are thinking, hey, for me to survive, I need to be in the pack. I need to be part of the group, part of the herd. For me to be standing out, noticed, desired, all the things that we learn in adulthood, which are way more important, which is becoming your own person and having an edge, having an opinion, not being vanilla, are compounded when applied to your business. Do you have a unique pricing? Do you have a unique position? How is your distribution? Is there just something about you and your team and your culture that stands out? Otherwise, you're just going to get beaten down by the systems of demand and supply. So this isn't a long one. I did want to just talk a little bit about differentiation and what it means. In a big picture, it's you looking at yourself from a third-party perspective and saying, hey, do I have elements that can stand out separate from just a general offering? Like I'm a restaurant, I am a consultant, right? It's not just saying what I do, it's trying to place a scenario. And so one of the things we talked about in the group coaching session was saying, hey, what if you pick a scenario and walk through it? And I gave them a scenario around a personal chef, and that was inspired by Donald Miller, who did a great job in other videos that I did as research. How you position yourself, the more that you stand out, the better. And the sooner you do that. So if you think of yourself as going through an evolution as a business, it's not unlike that middle school to adulthood transition, right? You need to speed it up, and it's weird and it's crazy. But unless you do that, okay, your odds of failure as a business are high anyways. That's all I have to say today. If you have any questions related to this, we're starting to get comments on the feed, which is exciting to me and encouraging. We're going to keep putting time into these videos. Let me have them, and we're going to keep building content. Ta-ta from now, from Coach B&B.